I got the printed off the big board here, the 2021 Hog Beat big board. So give me 3, 4, 5 of the top people that they don't have commitments from that they're looking to get in the latest Hog Beat big board.
Ooh, you want me to go on for the entire time you have me on? I can do this.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Well, that'd be fine with us.
Start, and then we'll come back.
Okay, so they're pretty much set at quarterback. They can take another guy if they want to, but they don't need to. Running back, solid. Wide receiver. Ketron Jackson, I talked to him earlier today and put up the story already. He's a top 250 wide receiver out of Royce City, Texas. He used to play at Lancaster, which most people probably know more than Royce City, but he's 6'1", 190. Arkansas is one of the schools that has been recruiting him the longest, and he talks to Justin Stepp every single day. He got a text from Stepp while he was in an interview with me today, so their relationship is very good. He called it family, essentially. He has no problem talking to him every single day, and Coach Pittman has also begun doing the same thing, and that's how you can kind of tell that they're very serious about it because no other head coach has been talking to him like Coach Pittman has. And his other top option, I think, at the moment is TCU, and TCU's wide receiver coach is also a very good recruiter, so that's going to be a battle to watch there. Aaron Outley from Parkview, the tight end, hands down, one of the top targets in this class. He still wants to go see Oregon. He talked about Florida State, but they took another tight end, so I don't think that they're going to take another one. So just looking at Oregon there, it'd be nice if he would commit earlier, but if he really wants to go visit Oregon, then I guess it's going to be a while because it doesn't seem like anyone's going anywhere right now. They can take 4 or 5 offensive linemen based on the numbers that they have, but they already have 3, so I wouldn't say that there's, like a really have-to-get guy in that group, but Rayshawn Benny, who another analyst talked to today, he's from Michigan, 6'5", 270, top 100 lineman. He has a really good relationship with Brad Davis, so they're working on him, but he's also thinking about deciding sooner if visits don't look like they're going to happen in September, and he's visited Michigan, which is, the home state school, several times, so I would pick them if he doesn't end up getting to visit Arkansas. Cameron Ball from Georgia, he is listed as an offensive tackle, but he plays defensive tackle, and that's where Arkansas wants him. I know the recruits already have him in a group chat, like they're working on him really, really hard. But again, he hasn't visited Arkansas either, so don't know if he's going to wait it out to come visit. Other than that, I think tomorrow you guys should look out, 1 p.m., Chase Lowry. He is a cornerback from Texas. He is making his decision, and Arkansas offered him, I want to say, like 2 weeks ago. So they have made fast moves with him. He also has Memphis, Purdue, Iowa State, Texas Tech, and Pitt at the top of his list. But I like Arkansas's chances. He said that, with them playing in the SEC, it seems like a really good fit. So that's the only SEC school in his top list of schools, so I like their chances tomorrow, 1 p.m.
What's the biggest area of need? I mean, what are they zeroing in on and saying we have to solve this problem in this recruiting class?
Right. Well, I think, at this point with what they have already in the class, like they've filled offensive lineman holes with some really good ones, including Terry Wells, who's the in-state lineman, Cole Carson, Devin Manuel, his stock is rising. A&M just offered him today, and he didn't have any other SEC offers. So I think a lot of people might feel a little bit better now about that commitment now that he has another SEC offer. But where the class is now, they don't have any defensive line commits, so they kind of have to start getting on that. But not many have visited, so it's kind of, a wait-and-see kind of thing.
We're talking with Nikki Chavanelle, hogbeat.com, part of Rivals here on Ruscin Zach. With the decommitment of Landon Rogers, are they going to sign just one quarterback? Are they going to try and get another one? Where does that stand?
If it's me, a lot of programs get away with just having one quarterback a class, and that means just 4 scholarship quarterbacks on the roster, and even even if Felipe Franks does leave in 1 year, they'll still have John Steven, KJ Jefferson, Malik Hornsby, and Lucas Coley. And I think if you can't find a starter out of that group, it's a bigger problem with your team. So I don't really think they need to go get another one. They offered Landon the day after they offered Lucas. So I think they were kind of maybe taken aback that he committed so quickly, but in-state kids do that. So they were willing to take two, but I'm not sure they will if it's not an in-state kid who really, really wants to be a Razorback. And Landon, I don't think he knew that they were going to take a second quarterback. So after that happened, from what I heard, he wasn't very active talking to the other recruits, kind of felt like he was looked over. So I'm sure he's looking to find a place where he'll be the guy in the class, unlike he was in this one.
Time for Ruscin to say the quiet part out loud. If you have a quarterback room with Jones, Jefferson, Hornsby, Coley, and you can't find a starting quarterback out of that, you're Joe Craddock. That's
wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Just saying. Wow. All right. Go ahead. All right, so we're getting closer to the next kind of, I guess it's kind of an experiment because it's never really been tried before with the COVID world and workouts where you're going to have more people in the building trying to shuffle around and avoid each other, and in terms of the locker rooms and all that. So we're about to that phase here in a week or two, right?
Yeah, the walkthroughs start July 24th, and then fall camp starts August 7th. So we are a month away from fall camp, and right now, the Ivy League announces they're not doing fall sports. They're probably some of the smartest among us, so I don't know how much I want to question that decision, but it doesn't look great. Now, I'm worried, guys. I'm really worried. I don't know how much longer I can go about talking about a hypothetical season.
North Carolina shut down workouts for 2 weeks. I'm looking at the calendar here. That would put it on the 22nd if they're going to start their, the OTA sort of thing on the 24th. I don't think we're going to see, if we start seeing teams canceling or postponing workouts next week, I think that's the sign.
And here's the other issue is people are talking about the next 2 weeks are important. Well, the die has already been cast on the next 2 weeks, like the last 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Like now, anything you do now, you won't see like impact until like early August. So we're kind of already like the play has already been written for what things are going to look like at the end of this month, more or less, because this thing kind of has this sort of delayed reaction where you do things and then you don't see results instantly like we're all used to as Americans. So it's kind of tough to wrap your mind around all that.
It feels like it's going to be really hard to get teams all on a level playing field as much as, as is possible. Just because, like, if you're UNC, you lose the last 2 weeks of workouts where kids are trying to get back in shape from being at home. From what it sounds like, the Arkansas players did a really good job, and they came back in shape, but that's just, what they tell us. We don't even know how many cases of coronavirus they've had, so who knows what's going on with those guys. Some teams are going to be in a lot better position to play than others if they do play on time. And
you're going to need a certain amount of teams to make it all, worthwhile. Well, if you get in a conference of 14, if you've got like 5 that can do it, well, you can't do that. If you've got 11 or 12, then that's a little bit different.
Right. Notre Dame looks like they've handled it well. No cases right now.
They are elite at handling the coronavirus. They can't block anybody, but they're elite. Missouri just confirmed that they have 10 student athletes and staff that have tested positive since the beginning.
But they didn't say what sport, though, right?
No.
But we all just assume football because, who else would be on campus, right?
Yeah, who else would it be?
No. Okay. Well, it's look, it's all going to play out here. I think the SEC will wait as long as it possibly can to decide on anything. And I know the next 2 weeks are important, but kind of the results of the next 2 weeks are the product of the last 2 weeks. So it's kind of wait and see, really. That's all you can do. Nikki Chavanelle, Hogbeat, HAWG, hogbeat.com. Check out the big board, all the recruiting and all the coverage you need right there. Thank you, Nikki.
Thanks, guys. As always, have a good one.
All right, Nikki and all our guests join us. Williams Tractor Hotline, Ruscin Zach. You're always willing to ask.